welcome to this space. Welcome, Sissy, down there hanging out in the lounge, one of my greatest supporters. Thank you so much for being in Praise Break, Silence the Inner Critic with your praise. Now, that song, I don't know about you, but that song moves me. I'm telling you, I listened to it before I started the room because I was like, I just want to change the song from what we had last year. We had Blessed, and that song, I Love It by Anthony Brown. But today, listen, my spirit was moving because it was like, are you ready for bigger? Like we're about to talk about breakthrough. And so I was like, oh, we gotta change this song up. So Pastor Mike, oh boy. Oh, this song, amazing, amazing, amazing. But again, thank you for being in this space. This is our quick little 15-minute celebration because you have done so much this week, even if you probably think that you have not, but you've done so much, and it's time to celebrate it. But let me introduce myself. I am Lady O. I am the founder of Lady O Enterprises LLC, where I am an empowerment coach, a lifestyle influencer, and a podcast host to women. I support, inspire, and I encourage women to break the cycle of self-sabotaging thoughts and beliefs just so that they can own their identity, because that is so important, and that they can think critically to profit in their career, in their business, to better, develop themselves in their personal development, in their professional development, and achieve those goals. We have to achieve our goal. We have to set goals, and that's how we should be living our lives, right? We should have goals that we're setting for our personal lives and in our professional lives, and we should be meeting those things, checking those things off. So today, what I want to talk about really quickly after we have our moment to share our wins, is just 3 steps on how to achieve the breakthrough, so that you can achieve your goals. But for those of you who are new to this space, I definitely want to share with you what this room is all about. We come in here and, we just want to celebrate. We want to celebrate who we are. We want to celebrate where we've been, and we also want to celebrate where we are going. And because celebration and giving praise is the ultimate, right? If you want to shift the environment, if you want to shift what's going on inside of you emotionally, if you want to give the greatest, highest honor to God, you want to do that in your praise, right? You want to silence that inner critic, well, you want to do that in your praise. You want to crush the enemy, you want to crush your naysayers, you want to do it in your praise. Listen, we don't fight anything physically, right? It's all in our prayer, it's in our praise, it's in our dedication that we have to God. That's how we silence, because let me tell you, distractions will come. People will come at you any way, form, or fashion. But let me tell you, if you stay focused and giving praise, setting time for meditation, setting time for prayer, setting time to for inspirational, devotional, or whatever it may be that is your thing, that's how you're going to silence that inner critic. Okay, so I want to tell you that nothing in this space, nothing that you have been through, nothing is going to be wasted. We give praise for all things because it will be used to perfect our gifts and to stretch us towards greater, because we all should be moving towards greater. Now, here's our moment. Let me make sure I have my little buzzer ready. Oh, it's not on. Glad I had a tester. Okay. Okay, there we go. If you hear that horn, you know it's time to celebrate our wins. And so for those of you who are in the space or you're listening to the replay, or you listening on YouTube or on other social media platforms, this is your time to say, what is my win that I want to shout out loud this week? Now, shout it out loud could be actually shouting it out loud, or maybe you're in a space that you're listening and you can't shout it out loud, but you can just hold it in your pull it forth in your memory, in your thoughts, what your win is. So I'm gonna share my win as I always do. So my win is that I was intentional about getting up. When I get up in the morning, that I say my I am statements, my affirmations. I do that, and then I move right into my prayer time, and then I just go ahead and jumpstart my day. So sometimes, I do that in the middle of the day, but this week my win is that I was able to do that consistently all week at the start of when I wake up in the morning. I wake up and that's the first thing I'm doing. I am statements, and that takes me about 15 minutes to do, because I have quite a bit of I am statements, and then I move into my prayer, and then I am ready. I am ready to enter into the day. And so that is my win. So all right, so hopefully that you have your win that you are celebrating. But I am going to jump right into it right now. And I wanted to talk to you about the breakthrough, okay? And I want you to really focus in on that. So if you can, just silence your thoughts for a moment, just to really just hear what I'm going to say and about the breakthrough, so that it can minister to you and so that you can be guided on the things that you need to do. So for those of you who do not know, I do have a podcast called Coming Out of the Dark, where I launched this on Monday. An episode that you can feel free to click the link right at the top here, and it will bring you to a listing of all of the things that LOE is doing. And one of those things is Coming Out of the Dark podcast. It has a link. You can click on it and you can feel free to listen. And you can listen on YouTube, or you can listen on Spotify, whatever your choice is. But I want to read a section from it, and then I'll move into my tips. So breakthrough, and this is what I shared on the podcast, breakthrough requires participation, strength, determination, willingness. Breakthrough also means you will encounter some resistance, but because you are doing the mental work, you will break the barriers between you and the thing you're hoping for or going after. You're more than likely to feel a level of frustration and encounter bumps and hills to climb. It is for this reason you need to have a toolkit of resources to help you through the process. You don't just arrive at a breakthrough. It requires digging, preparing, and investing. Investing of your time, financial resources, counseling, obedience, and commitment to surrender your will. Now, hearing this, you probably feel that a breakthrough isn't for you because it requires just a little bit too much. And you're not sure if you want to go through all of that. Instead, perhaps you're thinking, I'd rather continue along the path of disguise, pretend, and just, just be stagnant. If that is true, and in your spirit you feel that that is true, for some of you, let me remind you that even that has a force that is causing you a level of discomfort. The message goes on to say, I want to inform you that I get it. I totally understand. I get it that you'd rather stay with the discomfort that you know than discomfort you don't know. I've been there too. But I want to tell you, although uncertainty is scary, you can make a decision. Make a decision today to break through. Nothing is promised. promise to you. Nothing is going to automatically appear for you. You have to put yourself in the alignment that you are going to be willing to do the work. So that means that you have to set up some goals. And that also means that you need a moment of reflection. So for that reason, I have these 3 steps. And the first one is acknowledge where you are. Why isn't things working for you? Why isn't that one thing or that thing that you're hoping for, why isn't it working for you? And where do you want to go? So where do you see yourself going? What you can do is ask yourself, is your story that you're telling yourself, is it empowering you or is it holding you back? Are you reciting language such as I don't make enough? Now is just not the time. They're all going to laugh at me. No one's going to get it. I just cannot save enough money to get there. It's only for rich people. That leads me into the next step. Step 2 is shift your mindset. You cannot think those thoughts as you're moving forward. But those thoughts do arise. They come up. So the thing is, what you need to do is find a way of how to silence those thoughts, those self-sabotaging thoughts. Because none of that is true. There is always a way. But are you silencing yourself long enough so that you can hear and develop what the next step is a strategy. Now the strategy is going to consist of developing steps, setting goals, acknowledge your milestones, because milestones are important, and define your end point. What do you actually want to accomplish? And celebrate it at these points of perhaps, this is an example, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, and 1 year. Then you also want to celebrate your win. And you want to celebrate it on a weekly basis. Why is wins so important? This is the reason why we do this in this space. It silences the inner critic and it helps to bring things to the forefront so that you can see your accomplishments. It doesn't have to be the biggest thing on your list. It could be the smallest thing, like I just shared with you. I celebrated my win of just being committed and consistent for 5 days to recite my I am statements. Now, it might be small in just saying that one thing, but do you know what that does for my spirit? It charges my spirit so that I can continue to move forward with all confidence in the things that I want to go after. It helps clear my mind and silence all of those negative things. It helps me make better decisions as I'm moving throughout my day. Because if I'm saying I am enough, when a situation comes to tell me that I'm not, listen, I just affirmed that I was this morning. So what's coming at me cannot exist. I'm a silence that move to the side, moving forward, plowing forward, making a greater decision, a better decision for a better outcome. So all of this is going to help you as you're moving forward and breaking through. Remember, breaking through is a process. You don't arrive at it. It's nothing that's going to happen overnight. You can't think one thing and just expect it to happen like that. You're going to think it, then you're going to have a strategy for it. You're going to have to shift your mindset for it, and then you're going to have to walk out the goals, the process. And all of that, you also just have to believe. So, I hope that in today, as you move forward into today, that you not only celebrate your wins, but now you begin to think about breakthrough in a new fashion. That you begin to think about breakthrough as in, oh, it's not just a word that is said and it's a magical thing, but breakthrough requires me to be present. Breakthrough requires me to make decisions. Breakthrough requires me to have a strategy. Breakthrough requires me to have goals. Breakthrough, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit down right here while I'm at my desk, while I'm at my meantime job. Let me write down this list of what I want to accomplish. Let me find out, oh, this is how I'm feeling. Let me write this down. While I'm at home, while I'm taking care of the kids, while I'm on my day off, let me just to give 5 minutes, 10 minutes to myself to really figure out where I am in my life. Because let me tell you, if you do not do that, I want to guarantee you one thing, and that thing is you're just going to repeat 2023, 2022, 2021 in the following year. It's just going to be a repetitive thing because you're not doing anything to change your situation. You can't just pray and sit down. Even God says, faith without works is dead. So you can't just pray a thing and then sit down and expect things just to happen. You gotta pray. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe. You gotta believe that you can get the strategy. You gotta believe that God is going to help you align yourself with the right people at the right time, because you are already prepared today. When that situation happens, you are ready. You know what to say. You know what to present. You know how to show up. So let's get busy. Let's get working. Let's strengthen ourselves. Let's celebrate our wins. Let's give God all the glory. And most of all, let's just build our confidence in the process. How about that? So, with that, I'm wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Friday, a great weekend. Remember, breakthrough is a process. So, what is your process? Get busy, write it down, and let's make it happen. Let's claim it, own it, and be it. So if you need help in that process, I'm here for you. So feel free to click the link in my bio. You'll be directed to my calendar as well. You can feel free to schedule a free complimentary clarity call with me, and I can help you build maybe a breakthrough strategy is what you're looking for. Or maybe you want to just join my one-on-one coaching session where we can just work together for a period of 60 days or 30 days or 90 days. Or if you want to just do my workshop, I have a Silence the Inner Critic workshop, and you can enroll in that, and we can get started working in a group setting with other powerful, wonderful individuals so that you can not feel like you're alone in the process, but you're with a group of beautiful women that has the same mindset as you, and that is to break through and silence that inner critic. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for my number one supporter in that, Kim, and my sister Karen. I love you to pieces. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys again next Friday. And please have your win ready. You know this is what we're going to talk about, our wins. We're going to give God all the glory because that's what it's all about. We don't have time for the enemy. No time. Only wins. Have a wonderful day. I'm now ending this room in 3, 2, and 1. I hope you enjoyed this week's conversation on Praise Break, Silence the Inner Critic with Your Praise. Please like, share, and subscribe so you can receive notification when we go live or upload to this channel.